I played a lot of soccer and Gaelic, and we used to travel. I liked the fact that we were away from home, mixing, and it was good crack. You know, I've been to Canada, played in Niagara Falls, played in America, played football in New York. This was 2001, so I would have been 21, 22. Very fit, healthy. I love Belfast. I mean, I'm originally from a provincial town in Cookstown, but I've always, since 18, I've been living in Belfast for on and off 10, 11 years. My career, which is sort of recovery, restructuring, the very name of it makes things, would indicate that things are difficult, and things are extremely difficult here in the north of Ireland. But, you know, with all of this negativity comes opportunity. What MS has completely changed my life. So when I was 28, a week before I get married, I remember physically running up and down my stairs going, I'm great, I can do anything, I'm nearly invincible. And then this incident happened where I was struck down in Mauritius, 10,000 miles from home. About 3 o'clock in the morning, I was just lying there, and this weird sensation was travelling through my body, and the best way I can describe it is like, I've never been bitten by a snake, but if you can imagine being bitten by a snake and venom literally travelling through your body, I thought I was minutes from death. I felt I was dying for 12 months. My body had basically lost control. I had so many symptoms. I had a lot of chest pain. For 12 months, a lot of pressure in my head, so it was as if my head was in a vice. And pretty much every day I had thought, because I wasn't diagnosed with anything, I had thought that I was dying. I was looking into car windows, because I used to look at myself a lot whenever I wasn't feeling well, going, you know, I am dying here. You know, I'm going to die. And for 6 months I didn't come out of the house. I had myself diagnosed with motor neuron disease, because whenever you're in a negative mindset, well, me personally anyway, I was always thinking the worst. Yeah. My wife, she was devastated, and my parents were devastated, my whole family was devastated. But we kept it like most Irish people do within the family. Kate was, looking back, she's unbelievably resilient anyway, but how she coped with me in the first 2 to 3 years, I mean, she's still with me, so there must be something about me that she finds interesting. Things you take for granted were now become very difficult, mostly because my main problems at that time was coordination and balance. My walking was off. You know, I'm used to flying all around the place and running and sport and quick and speedy and healthy and all this stuff. I changed my mind. I took control of my mind, and I decided to take control of my life and take control of the MS. It was baby steps, and you know, you could do a book about that and call it baby steps, because it literally is baby steps. So you start, you know, getting your confidence slightly back. It's back into reprogramming your mind into believing that you can actually do stuff. I would go to the supermarket, and you know, I would go out to cinema with my wife. I would, you know, go to the bar for a drink. I would start integrating with society again. I mean, it took me 2 to 3 years to get to where I am now. You know, so I'm really looking forward to the next few years, because where I am in my stage of illness, I suppose, and it's a condition, I would prefer to call it a condition, is where I now know that by me sharing this story, that there's other people out there that were where I was and can get to where I am now. Today, 5 years into the condition, it took me 2.5 years to waking up and to work out that, hang on here, Conor, whoa, you know, you're only a young fella here, so you can either go through your life wallowing or in pity or throw in the towel, or you can actually be strong, fight back, get your body into shape where it can fight, get your mind, you can have a business, you can be an entrepreneur, you can employ people, you can, you know, be successful, you can have a family, you can do all of these things. So it took me 2.5 years to get to that starting point. Fast forward to where I am now, 2.5 years, 5 years in the condition, I mean, my life has completely changed. In the last 18 months, my life's been phenomenal.